I wanted to make this video to show you how to navigate around Schoology a little bit. I'm not sure how much they use Schoology with the kindergarten teachers in the spring, so this will be very helpful for you to know, especially moving into next week when we have to go in through the different courses. So for today, we are in the AM attendance course. This is where we are going to go every morning at 8:45 to access our morning meeting. It's the same thing you did this morning on the left with the conference tab. So if there was a scheduled conference, it would come up here and you would be able to join that conference. Now, if you go over here on the left, you'll see a few different tabs. The Materials tab is where you're going to find the folders. So for example, I have a parent information folder with our welcome letter and my contact information. This will be things that parents would need, not so much the kids. And then here we have folder for the week. Once you click in the weekly folder, it brings up all the days of the week. So for this week, we are only working out of the AM attendance course. Everything we do this week only is going to be here in these folders. So for example, I will open Tuesday, which is today. You will see our schedule document, so you could open that if you wanted to take a peek at the schedule. And then also, here's the assignment for Getting to Know You bags. And I did talk about this briefly this morning in the conference. So once you click on that, it will open the Word document. We're going to do a show and share activity. I would like the kids to bring 3 things that either describe them or are important to them. Since we're not taking them into school, you don't have to put them in a bag, but 3 things that the kids think represent them, and then we will be sharing them out on Friday in our conference. So that is the assignment for today. They don't have to have it done until Friday, but that assignment was in the Tuesday folder. I'm going to go back into the week of September 8th through 11th to show you some documents for tomorrow. So tomorrow, for now, I have the schedule for Wednesday and Thursday, and then I have a practice assignment. I'm also going to be putting another assignment in later today. So tomorrow I'm going to give some independent work time, meaning I will not be live with them on the call. They will need to go to the materials folder after our morning meeting. They'll click on the materials folder. They'll go into this weekly folder, September 8th through 11th. They'll click on Wednesday, and then they can click on their assignment. It will look a little bit different on the student end. You won't have to do this step, but I will show you what it looks like. So on the iPad, they will be able to use their finger or a stylus, and they'll be able to trace the number 1, write it themselves. We're going to fill up the whole line. And then you would go on to page number 2, and it says circle the number 1. So the students would make a circle on the number 1. And you would navigate through all of the pages. So we're circling number 1 on this page. We are going to color 1 elephant. If you'd like to change your color, you can do that here. We're going to color in 1 elephant. We're going to go to the next page, and they're going to complete this worksheet as well. We'll be tracing the letter A. Draw and label something that begins with an A. Find all the letter A's. Once they're done with each of the pages, you will get a review of what you've completed. Ideally, this would open and show you all of your work. And then when they're finished, there is going to be a button that says Submit or Finish. Once you click that, it will turn your work into me, and I will be able to view it on my end. So that is what we're going to practice tomorrow, working assignments within Schoology. It's not anything they have to print. It's not anything that they're doing pencil paper. It's all going to be done, if you see a puzzle piece, it's all going to be done on the iPad. So that is under the Materials tab, the week of September 8th through 11th on Wednesday. That's where you're going to find the practice assignments for tomorrow that we will do after our morning meeting. Now, after this week, we are going to be meeting for different subject area lessons. So next week, if we're going to meet for math, it is going to be in your math course. If it's time to meet for reading, it's going to be in the reading course. Science, spelling, writing, social studies. So it's a little trickier next week when they have to navigate through different courses. This week we're sticking through AM attendance only. Next week, 8:45, we'll start at The attendance AM, we'll have our morning meeting, we'll have some independent work time, and then it might be, okay, at 9:30, we're going to meet in our reading lesson, and it's going to be a live meeting. So you'd go at that time, you'd go into conferences the same way, just in the reading course. Then you'd see the conference there, we'll be doing our live reading lesson, and then you would go to the materials tab to find any assignments for reading for the week. The next week there'll be a new folder with those dates. So for now, everything we do is going to be in the AM attendance. Next week, we're going to start navigating the different courses. I will give you a better rundown when I know exactly what our schedule looks like next week. I am still waiting to hear when our class has art, music, gym. We're still doing those things virtually, so I have to get that information before we can build a set schedule. But starting next week, we will be navigating through these different courses. So it will be a little bit more clicking, but I think once we start doing it and develop a routine, everything will be all right. So tomorrow, we'll meet 8:45 a.m., just like today, in the conference tab. See you tomorrow.